Yeah, he has. Very passionate, Jamie Carragher. We know that. But his club and his football. Didn't agree with the decision of a handball. Was quick to point it out.
For that descent, the kick is advanced 10 yards.
He just is overly fussy at times, this referee. I'm not joking. Well, they surely must hit this. And if it goes wide, then so be it. But don't hit the wall would be my suggestion. If you're going to miss this, then miss it wide.
Well, Lampard, Duff, Gudjohnsen can bring their talents to bear on this. Lampard!
Well, that's what you do if you're going to miss it wrong. It takes a little while, especially if it's in the Chelsea end, to get it back.
It into his own crowd. Let's have another word from our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Rob, I've got to bring the very latest. Jose Mourinho said, no thanks, I've decided I'm not going out. I don't need to go out there.
Well, it's been an extraordinary tale over there, hasn't it? He was going to be escorted out by a solicitor, having been sent off, and now he's decided he will snub the ceremony altogether.
It's been a ridiculous situation, I have to be honest, Rob.
He was sent off, remember, at 1-1. After Chelsea had got their equaliser, he made a gesture to the crowd as if the own goal from Gerrard had silenced them. That was judged incitement, and he hasn't seen anything from within the stadium since. He's been confined to watching the rest of it on a television in our interview room.
It would be interesting to know if he was getting any stick from the Liverpool fans, and if he was, what the safety officer had done about that. Probably nothing.
Questions that will doubtless be asked after the event. Here's Duff. Cleared by Nunez, the man whose goal gave Liverpool late hope. But are they going to get another opportunity to build on the hope that goal has given them? It's a question really of how much time is going to be added on here. And
there's going to be a bit, Rob, I'll tell you that now. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of minutes to play.
And it is 2 minutes exactly.
Amount of 2 minutes time allowed.
Well, it's all or nothing now. Hoopier's going up. They're just going to try either with Risa's throw, or if they can get it back and launch it and hope for the best. No time for finesse from Liverpool.
So Risa does launch it. Johnson doesn't really deal with it with a header. Sami Hyypiä has been left up front.
Well, it's coming in again, I can tell you that. I don't think he wants Sami Hyypiä coming that short. He wants him in with Didi Hamann.
Risa launches it towards him. Cleared though by Lampard, but it could come back in here from John Arne Riise. Oh, a header around the back from Biscan. And Czech glad to pounce on it.
Well, if he'd made as good a job with his header at the other end, Biscan, he might have won the game for his team. That was more difficult, it's dropping over players, and he just powers it down. That's all you can do. Hope for the best.
It's back from Finnan. Foul by Keshman, but the referees let it go. Here's Lampard. No real urgency for him now. Chelsea are seconds away from the first part of what they hope will be a treble of trophies this season. Riise. Makelele.
Oh, he's been immense, Makelele, today as well, bro. It's not over, might be now.
Chelsea win their first silverware under Jose Mourinho. but the manager is not pitch side to see it and join in the celebratory party. He had to rely on his on-field leader, John Terry, and the rest of the players to see him through after he was sent off in a remarkable roller coaster Carling Cup final. Didier Drogba helped to clinch it by putting Chelsea 2-1 ahead. Mattia Kejman seemed to have rounded it off at 3-1. Even then it wasn't settled when Nunez gave Chelsea a late scare. But Chelsea have completed the victory with a little help, it has to be said, from the Liverpool captain. Steven Gerrard's own goal took this match into extra time after Liverpool had had a sensational start, scoring inside 45 seconds with a goal from John Arnorisa. But Gerrard's own goal led to the sending off of Jose Mourinho for apparent incitement of the crowd. And even now, in these scenes of celebration for Chelsea, having done what they came here to do, the manager can't be a part of it. The owner can. He's seen the first return on his massive investment in the club.
Well, we were never quite sure which way the game was going to turn, and who would have believed that that man there? We thought it'd be pivotal, we thought it'd be important, but not in the way he was. It's quite extraordinary. He's devastated, absolutely devastated. Liverpool skipper. Chelsea needed a bit of luck. They were pressing, but Liverpool were looking more and more secure. As the game drew to a close, they got that huge chunk of luck with the own goal, and to be fair, went on from there.
Let's hear from the Chelsea captain, John Terry, with Jeff Shreves.
John, for nearly 80 minutes, did you think I'm not going to be lifting this trophy?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, they started well. It's a great finish. It's a terrible start for us, but, you know, we picked ourselves up. You know, the last 10-15 minutes, they looked a bit dead, so we just said to each other, you know, keep going, keep getting at them. Their legs are gone, and finally it paid off.
How hard was it, and how tired were you after the week you'd had, physically and mentally?
Physically, maybe a little bit before, but, you know, seeing their legs go, and that gave us a lift, and we picked ourselves up. We come on, the Keza scored, I'm over the moon for him as well, you know, different class.
Let's bring in Mattia. Mattia, you haven't had as many goals as you would have liked. How special was today?
No, of course, every goal in the final is brilliant. Of course, when the Chelsea won the trophy after a few years, so we are very happy, and I enjoy it.
You had to do it without the manager at the end as well. Did you know he'd been sent off, the manager?
No, I didn't see it, no. What's happening there?
How much are you looking forward to going to get that cup and that medal?
Yeah, it's brilliant for us, because we was very hungry in the start of the season, and this is our first trophy. Of course, it's very important after 2 defeats in a row, so we are very happy about this.
Well done, go and enjoy the celebration.
All the best.
Well, he's changed his mind, hasn't he? Jose Mourinho has decided to return, and having been locked in an interview room in solitary confinement to see his team closing in on glory, he's coming out with some hard stares towards the Liverpool fans who maybe in part were responsible for getting him dismissed, but with a feeling of joy, no doubt, that the first trophy is in the cabinet.
Well, Didier Drogba's the one responsible. Robbie went down the tunnel, the big striker. He obviously does this, hey, come on, you're part of this, huge part of it. The boys want you out there, and he's relented. I don't think he'd have gone, but for the intervention of his players. And then just go and enjoy it, Jose. Whatever's happened.
And he has come out to enjoy it. He cut himself off from the celebrations of Porto when they won the Champions League back in May, but he has to be a part of this because he is such a big part of this early Chelsea success. It was a big game for him after the 2 defeats that they'd suffered in the last week. He hadn't suffered 3 in a row as a coach for 3 years, but maybe now the blip is officially over. And he's gone round to congratulate all the individuals who played a part in this first success, what he hopes is the first of many. No doubt about it, he's a born and bred winner, and that's why Chelsea are so delighted to have him. It was reported before he accepted the offer at Stamford Bridge that Liverpool were among the clubs who'd courted him, but he's at Chelsea, and how proud they are that he is their team leader. But it has been a remarkable team effort from a side that have shown plenty of character, the sort of character that's needed to win trophies.
Well, questions were asked, Rob, you know, after the 2 games, Newcastle and Barcelona, where people beginning to question, could they do it? And they couldn't have had a worse start in the cup final. To go a goal down to Liverpool, who, as Gary McAllister says, know how to protect 1-0. And for a long time it looked like it would be that man, and not John Terry, who would be walking up to pick up this trophy. So you have to give them absolute credit for the way they dug in, the way they gave everything. And as John Terry says, they sensed Liverpool's legs had gone, and that lifted them. And then when they got the bit of luck, they capitalised on it. They went on from there in extra time and got themselves a cushion of the 2 goals that Liverpool could never do in normal time. And that proved hugely important.
Well, he was magnanimous in defeat last week, and he's showing humility in victory here as well, Jose Mourinho, by shaking the hands of Liverpool players and officials, which is a nice gesture of sportsmanship. Thinking about the losers in his first proud moment as Chelsea coach. Smiles of John Terry, who will shortly be going up to lift the trophy, and in doing so will become the youngest League Cup winning captain for 20 years, at the age of 24, youngest captain since Dave Watson of Norwich.
Strange this for Liverpool, isn't it? You haven't been in a cup final in this stadium and felt like this before.
But the elation of victory belongs to Chelsea. Jose Mourinho is still playing it relatively low-key, no tub-thumping or rallying of the crowd, dignified in victory.
Mark Hunter, Marketing and International Development Director, Coors Brewers Limited.
Well, the podium for the trophy presentations has been set up.
Auction winner on BBC Radio 2's Children in Need have made their way.
And the presentation party
to the podium, ladies and gentlemen,
will be moving into place. Steven Gerrard said if anyone questioned his commitment to Liverpool, they should see the smile on his face if he lifted the trophy. But sadly for him, it's not going to be the event that he wanted. It's going to be the disappointment and the hollow feeling of going to pick up a runners-up medal. The match officials go up ahead of the runners-up. Steve Bennett being jeered as he leads up his team of Rob Martin and Kerry Richards, and the 4th official, Phil Crossley.
This is horrible, by the way, this part. I can tell you, I've been there, been in both camps when it comes to medals. This is horrible. It stinks, tastes horrible, feels horrible.
Is it almost worth not having a runners-up medal? I can't imagine they take pride of place on any mantelpiece.
I don't have any in show, I have to be honest with you, Rob. I don't know where they are.
Applause for the opponents who fought hard from Chelsea. But sullen faces all around, and you can understand that on the faces of the Liverpool players who'd won twice here in the last 4 finals, but today taste defeat. And it leaves a sour taste. "21 medals allocated for each club. Rafa Benitez gets his, but he again is used to being a winner. And I can't imagine that